Good morning. Oh, wow. That was not a good start. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the mess. We're going to start today with a mailbag so I can clear out some stuff here. Batteries just finished charging, which is good. Oh, nice and warm. Hopefully everyone's good. Morning, Gerald. Is it just Gerald this morning? Could be. I installed, yesterday, I installed my Android Auto in the car. I recorded, I don't know if I told you guys, I ordered a screen, Android Auto screen, to sort of modernize my car, and I recorded a like unboxing, and then I was going to record and install, but it's immediately as soon as I connected to Android Auto, it showed my GPS location. So I was like, kind of happy I didn't do this live on stream. That would have been embarrassing. I'm all right. I'm tired. Back's a bit stiff, but not bad. Not not to the levels that I've seen before. I've also printed this, and we'll talk about this in a moment. But this is... Did I finish this part on stream with you guys? I don't think so. So yesterday, when we were... The other day when we were 3D designing, this is the result. So this is my GoPro mount, and this fits perfectly onto here. So that is almost like 100% perfect. So that's good. This, I don't know what happened with my calculations, but this also fits, as you can see. Your order from... No, that's me. But good morning, Lock Watcher. So yeah, I don't know what happened, but you know, they both fit, but then I go like this. I know it's too big. So I need to slide this down. All right. So let's open some stuff up. Let's start with the small ones. I opened this one because usually it's a bag full of bags. This one is not. Actually, we'll start with this one, I guess. So this is 10 relays. Can't really see them. Also, you could probably hear the washing machine. So deal with it. How's it going, Mr. Bergdahl? There we go. So these are 12-volt relays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 10 of them. Oh, they're in like a custom... They're in a custom foam. And there's another one. These are 5 volts, same thing, but 5 volt DC. A robot mover or mower. There's another 5 volt DC, so we got 20 5 volt DC ones. And we've got 20 12 volt ones. What is this? Oh, these are the 4-pin female headers. so that'll go happily into here. Mower, gotcha. That's cool. Oh yeah, and a couple of companies reached out wanting to send me product. So I'll show you what I've chosen. If they decide to send it. Often those emails, they just email off a whole bunch of emails, and then they'll review the creators after. Oh, what do we have here? Oh yeah, okay. Optocouplers, which I want for relay projects. But these are SMD. They don't look any smaller than a regular one. But they can be soldered on one side because they have the little legs there. So they're not through-hole, they're SMD optocouplers. I feel like these things could be in such a smaller package though. There we go. I don't know where to put it. Mustangs in the garage, huh? Don't talk to me about Ford pieces of crap. I'm so done with Ford's garbage. I think Ford should be, their ability to make vehicles should be taken away. Such pieces of shit. Thankfully, JB, you make enough money that you don't have to work on your own Ford. What a piece of garbage. Yeah, Brian Locke. He's the man. Hopefully he's been doing good. All right, so this big one, this is not often you get this, but from AliExpress, and it's branded Ugreen. Like they put their own bag. Oh, yeah. Okay, that tamper-proof seal could have been applied with a little bit more vigor. So what is this? This is a capture card. This is to fix the microscope for a stream. So this cost me like 50 bucks. But I'm not putting it up until I get enough viewers, enough Patreon subscribers. Your VWs. Your Taurus was great. The Taurus with the 3-liter, that's not, I guess that's not too bad. I guess I'm talking more modern stuff. And I work mostly on F-150s. They are pieces of literal shit. Okay, so you open the big ass box, and I think this is most of it. Morning, Rhine Labs. We were just complaining about Ford, if you want to jump in. Morderco or Doug, either way, you can complain. All right, so we've got USB-C, HDMI out, HDMI in. It's got a matte texture and a little bit shinier texture. It's got some LEDs here. And then you've got mic and headphone. That's it. Not very much to it. USB-C. Your Grand Prix? Grand Pix, more like Grand Prix. Okay, we've got a USB-C to A, but it's an adapter cable. So, oh, quite short, not very long. It's like a foot long. And yeah, that's a C to C cable with a cap converting it to A. Don't know how I feel about the linked part. I feel like for the price, you should just send 2 cables. Because now, if you have A to C, you've got the doubled up cable. And if you need the USB-C, you've got this dangling there all the time. So I like the idea, but I would say adapter separate or 2 cables. 3-valve Triton engine, the one that... No, there's 2 generations of the Triton. There's one that yeets the plugs right out of the cylinder head and ruins the head, and the other ones that snap them. So you have to be specific about which generation. Is it the plug snappy or the plug pukey? That's the 6 point something, 7.2 liter Triton. Don't remember. And then we have an HDMI cable. Again, is this one Ugreen branded? Yeah, Ugreen branded. So that's it. HDMI, USB, C and A, and that's it. So yeah, most of this box is the cabling. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, when I reach the Patreon goal, technically I added one more because I have another channel member. But if it's strictly a Patreon goal, we're still 9 away. Also, my life is super busy teaching the plumbers. I had to do so much work. So this weekend is going to be nuts. And now my parents are going to have some stuff. The snappy, the 2-liter EcoBoost had weak threads in the cylinder head. Oh, just Ford should just stop making vehicles. We should revoke their privilege. Just stop. Anyways, my parents are having construction done, so they want a hand with stuff, and it has to be this weekend. And I'm working, so I worked Friday, I'm working Monday, and I'm working Tuesday. So I'm going to be busy as hell. Yes, I'm very thankful about that lock washer. So the college, which I'm very happy about, has started considering me a fill any position we need because we are a disorganized type professor, which is fine. So they're paying me 3 hours a week to teach this plumbing math class. The problem is all in, it's about 12-ish hours a week of work. So obviously I'm paid more than minimum wage per hour. Like the wage is pretty good. I just wish it was more than 3 hours paid. Because yeah, pain in the butt. And it sucks because the college pays for Office 365. 364, 365, whatever. There's Copilot, the AI, the Microsoft AI, and like Microsoft AI is just like, oh, do you want me to make you a PowerPoint on this subject? And I'm like, yes, make it. So it makes it, and it's the most horrible thing you've ever seen in your life. The title page, let's say like the title page is like this big. Okay, the letters are like this big and they run off. They run off the side. And then there's two other slides, and there's just like an AI generated figure, which is all wonky, and a couple lines of text, and then an AI generated figure, and then a couple lines of text, and nothing makes sense. And that's it. It's 3 slides for an entire thing, and it's in black and white, no colors, no nothing, and it's in by 4:3 aspect ratio. Like, you suck. And then I tell it that it sucks, and then it's like, I can't discuss this anymore because it's got the stuff. Let me I just gotta check. Vero put some winter clothes into the laundry because it's now November and it's chilly here. So let me just check the washing machine. I'll be right back. I'll have to go check it in a moment because we need a new washing machine so it didn't spin. You missed the details. Make the presentation in color. Do not make it look like crap. Yeah. I definitely yell at AI. The worst part is that I never wanted Copilot. It's just now when you go into your Office 365 account, all your apps like Word and Outlook and whatever, they've all been moved to the side, all the way down at the bottom of the screen, and only your last 2 used ones have a little tiny icon there. The rest is a chat window. So, and it's like telling you, like, Microsoft 365 is like, try Copilot. It's so good. Try Copilot. Try Copilot. And it's like, it's crap. I use it for generating examples. Like, if I don't want to think of, like, for example, when you're looking at the area of a square, I was like, just give me like 10 examples of, you know, like dimensions for squares, and it gives me dimensions, and I write them down. It's pretty crap at pretty much everything else. Also, stuff like you can grab a Wikipedia page. Like, for example, the students need to know the definition of area to pass their course. And if you go on Wikipedia, it's like a big paragraph. And I put it into Copilot, and I was like, can you just like distill this down to like 2 lines? And then I checked other sources, and I think I liked Copilot's distilled version better, so I used that. So I try to use it as much as possible to reduce my strain, but like it still takes a long time. Need a new washer as well. I had a flood from the washer. 1,800 gallons. Interesting. So yeah, we're gonna try to fix the mount. We're gonna work on the mount for the thermal camera. I'm not super awake yet, so a little bit of CAD won't hurt. Google Lens is good for that. Oh, another thing, sometimes I get sent, like I get sent a PDF, for example, and it hasn't been OCR'd, so you can't search it. So I try to open it in Word, and Word destroys it. Like, literally breaks words, it's crap, right? So when what you can do is you can put the PDF into an AI and ask it to extract the text, and it'll do it. It does it really well. So that's a good thing that it does. All right, let's grab. Oh yeah, we need dimensions. Okay, so where did this go wrong? Somewhere, this is too deep. So this is the story of a girl cried a river and changed the whole world. Flooded the whole world? I don't remember. Although she looks so good in photographs, I absolutely love her when she smiles. So this is 28.5 deep. So we want to go less than 28 deep. I've also got metal shavings kind of everywhere because I bought an apple slicer on AliExpress that came with that package, and it was stamped out of a piece of sheet steel, and it had unbroken edges. All the edges were absolutely sharp. So I went around with my deburring tool and I deburred it, and now I have little metal flakes everywhere. You'll be using Fusion. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, another thing is if someone sends you an image, like a picture of like a table. Okay, hold on, I gotta go do the laundry again. Give me a second. That is going to be banging around in there for a long time. Okay. Reading this PDF and typing, possibly. So someone takes a picture of like a chart or something. You can throw it into AI and it will give you the just plain text out. It's actually very nice for that. Okay, so we don't want to go more than whatever this is. This won't work, whatever. It was like 28, right? Let's go like 20 because we need space. We need space for these things because they go up off the shape, and we need space for the screws to be able to tighten this. So we're really looking at like very narrow here. So maybe like here. So 20 and 35 will be our ellipse. Yeah, in India there was definitely a 20 and 35. There was definitely a AI company that was just Indians. Okay, so we need a new sketch. No, I did it again, guys. Cancel. So this is a part. Now I need to make a body. Yes. Now we make a sketch. Why can't I see the origin? Why is there no origin? That's the origin from that one. These are all visible. FreeCAD, can you please okay, so XY That's so complicated. Why do you fight me on everything? Okay. Here we go. Better than a rack of phones help out influencers? Yeah. Dude, the world is so messed up. Ellipse. Okay, so in length, we had 20 times 2, that's 40. $180, and then this was 35. It could not have been 35. It was 35 divided by 2. There we go. Okay, grab this guy. Okay, that's good. And now we need to set the distance. From the center to here, let's say, I don't know, 40? No. Not 40. Let's go 60. Okay, just to set it in space. And then we're going to grab this. We're going to offset that geometry. Oh, you can't. Oh yeah, I remember. I don't know why you can't, but you can't. No offsetting geometry. So this will be 43. This will be 0. And this will be 20.5. So we have an offset of 3 essentially. And since they're concentric, we're good to go. I feel like this isn't going to work, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. Okay, so I need now a rectangle, which is 3 millimeters. And we're now going to bring this geometry in. Am I not allowed to bring this geometry in? Why am I not allowed to bring this geometry in? Okay. Sorry about the dryer noises, but I find it funny. So I can't grab this. Okay, let's come here. Let's grab this plane and create a binder. Go back to here. Now can I move the binder up there? Nope. Sketch down here. Nope. Binder up here. Nope. Sketch down here. Nope. Okay, delete the sketch. Create a new sketch. XY plane. I can't see it. It's probably bugged. Try this again. 40. 180 is fine. And then 35 divided by 2. Good. Dimension this out to here. 60. That's good. Create another ellipse. At least it goes fast when you've done this before. 43. 0 is fine. And then 20.5. It's got the stream notification now. Okay. This point. This point to here. Over constrained. Oh, this is not. There we go. It attached itself by accident. Okay, that's good. Now can we bring the geometry in? No. Where's my binder? Can it just work once, please? Just once. Can something just work? Should I go check, see if I can fix Fusion? Because this is kind of upsetting me. How much fighting with Fusion do you want to how much fighting with this software do you want to see today? Okay. Okay, let's try to make this all in one part. This, I want a new body. Rename front half. You're good with whatever? Yeah, your opinion doesn't really matter. Because, not because your opinion doesn't matter, but because you'll watch anything. Lockwatcher would prefer I'm not frustrated on the weekend. You've come to the wrong stream. Okay, let's struggle a little bit. Let's do it. Okay. Trying this again. Gonna make an ellipse. 40. 0 is fine. 35 by 2. Don't know why it went over there. Like, I have no idea what made it think it should go over there. Let's say, let's go 60 here. Let's make another ellipse, because you can't just offset this, which is kind of stupid if you ask me. 43, 0. And this is 20.5. All right, and now this is not constrained. And I'm not sure why. So if I can't move either of them, why is it not constrained? Okay, so you can spin it. Okay, perfect. Grab this and this. Grab this and this. There we go. 2 months of last chance for this great deal. Yeah. Oh, did you guys want to see what companies reached out? I forgot about that. So Finercy reached out. They want to collaborate. They're so Finercy is one of those companies where they're like we make products. We just want you to have one, make a video, and tell us what you think. That's it. That's all they want. That's all they care about, which is neat. So I had to look through their stuff, and I think I don't remember. I think I came up with 2 things that I would like. Let me check my email. What did I actually send them? Oh yeah, and I applied to a new job yesterday too. We'll see if I get it. Not holding my breath. Collab from Finercy. Yeah, so this one, and also this one, 608. Okay, so this one, because I want to see if this is as high end as it looks. So the reason is this is a 1 gig sample per second multimeter. I mean, oscilloscope. But it's small. Thank you for the good luck. What? Nope. I'm gonna mute. Mute site. Mute site. It's not just for me. It says right there. It's for everyone. I want the specs. 7-inch display. Yeah, so look, it's pretty small. But if it's a 1 gig sample per second, plus it's got a signal gen, and it's got a spectrum analyzer, I feel like there's something we're not being told here, right? So we're going to take a look at that if they send it. I don't know. They'll probably be like, oh no, this is too expensive or whatever, which is fine. So that, and then here, I've never seen this before. They put out a power supply. So again, compact little thing. 36 volts, 8 amps. Pretty neat. So I'll have a look, see if it's any good. If they send it. I said these two things interest me, are they available? So I don't know if they're sending one or the other or both or any at all. But we'll find out. Reboot. So you guys can have a look through their website. If anything you think I should get to give it a shot, you let me know. Here's the thing, and I can tell them my audience is interested in this. I mean, their stuff's pretty cool, but some of the stuff I'm just not interested in. Like this, okay? This, I've got one of these already, not from Finercy, but very similar. These oscilloscopes that sample very low rates, not that interested. Another handheld, not interested. Yeah, again, 48 meg samples per second, not interested. This is interesting. But I've got 3, and a YouTuber I watch, Matthias Wandel, Canadian, he got one of these, and it didn't look that impressive. It doesn't have roll mode, which is interesting. Got one of these little portable ones. This looks kind of cool, though, I have to say. It's small. Does look interesting. I'm certainly interested in this. So 500 meg samples per second, a little bit low, but it's tiny. And it says 3-in-1. What's a 3-in-1? So it's a multimeter, a scope, and I guess a function gen. Yeah. It's interesting. This one is pre-order. see. More products. Oscilloscope, electrical testing. So yeah, SIGGEN, multimeters, clamp meter, multimeters. I've got loads of multimeters. Looks like there's an ad here because my ad blocker might have picked it up. It has a knob. Yeah, I agree. I'm really not into the smushy buttons in a lot of these things. These things could be interesting too. Fast charge testers, but it'd have to be USB-C, so this one would be, it's discontinued. None of these are USB-C. Oh, that has C and A. So like this one, fast charge tester. But that's not even USB-C. Type-C in, Type-C out. Oh, I see. Has a female. Could be interested in this kind of stuff. What else? Products. Power. Yeah, they have a few little power supplies. Radiation detector, Geiger counter. Component testers. Yeah, smushy buttons are horrible. They have night vision binoculars. Matthias Wandel had a look at those too. OBD scanner, which is just a ELM module. Refractometer. Don't know what that means. What does it do? Fruit and beverage testing. I'm not sure. I wouldn't ask for this because I have no idea what it does. So yeah, Finersi reached out. Here's another interesting one. Wine and beer making. These guys reached out. They want to send a mid-priced mini PC, but they're talking about a long-term partnership. Like in their email, they're saying like whenever there's new models, we want to send it. And I don't know if that's just marketing speak, but they definitely said that. So this is what they want to send. I think so. So as you can see, this is US dollars, but that is very cheap. I'm impressed. 7640HS, so I have the upgraded version. I have the Ryzen 7 version of that on my laptop. And it's pretty good. I just need to find a novel thing to do with it. I just need to find something interesting to do with it. And I also said I would need one, because this is the bare bone. I said I would need one with RAM and a SSD in it because I don't have any extra ones. So, yeah. A lot of their stuff, though, it goes way up. Ryzen 7 Pro. Hold on. Yeah, AI Max. Look at this. Mini PC. Which one is the higher end? $1,400, $1,500. Pretty crazy, huh? There you go, $2,000 on this one. So, yeah, as much as I like, they're not going to send me this, but the idea that it's possible is pretty neat. Pretty neat. So yeah, two interesting sponsorships there. For sure, interesting. Okay, back to the task at hand. So now I should be able to bring in... Are you freaking kidding me? So yesterday when I did this, I was able to... You know what? I'm going to reboot the software. Because yesterday I was able to do it. Yeah, B-Link is another company, for sure. Object belongs to another body, can't link. Let's try making sure that is selected. No, can't link. Okay. So if I grab this, come over here. And I make a binder. Okay, now I see the binder at least. Okay, I got it. Your brother made wine for many years while also a teacher. When he retired, he opened a winery. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so we've got our geometry now. So this is 3 mils. But we want... I don't remember the constraint. So I want this to be... Okay, can't do that. Is it equal? This to be equal to this? No. No. Symmetrical. Is it just coincident? Yeah. Okay. So we got that. We'll take this point and we'll make that coincident. That point to this line. Now we're going to take this and we're going to make that symmetric. It's a mirror. Mirror symmetry. Okay. Here's a stupid thing. You always want to check this. There we go. Okay, and now we're trimming. Get away from this, get away from this. Trim in... Actually, I think that's okay. We can trim this and trim this. Okay, let's see if this works. Close. We're going to... I can bring this back so I can see it. grab this sketch. Going to pad it up. Okay, wire's not closed. Cancel. Okay, let's trim this. Oh my god. Trim this. Okay. This. No. And this. Pad. Thank God. All right, reverse direction. Nope, not reverse direction. Hey, Franco. Good morning. Oh. Okay, that's good. Okay, now I'm gonna... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. 2.5. Okay, and then trim this side down. .5. Good. Good. You grab this and this. Make a pocket. Okay. Okay. Okay, don't stress, don't stress. We're not stressing yet. Create a binder. Erase this. Grab this and this. Make a hole up to face. It only used one. Okay, we're gonna do another one. Make a hole up to face. Okay. We are getting there. If anyone has any business ideas for me so that I can make some good money and be thriving, you let me know. Can't do 3, can do 4. Select another edge. Okay. Let's grab this guy. And we do a fillet. Grab another edge. Still haven't gotten used to moving in 3D space in this software. Okay. Fillet and select more edges. Good. 2.49. Oh. Isn't this? No, it's 10. 4.99. There we go. Okay, I think we have enough to test print now. Yeah, it's my dryer. Sorry. You gotta get the winter clothes ready. Especially for Vero, because she's chilly all the time. But it is getting chilly. You don't hear a rhythmic clunk. You should be able to hear it. Okay, so now we need to print this. And then we can move on to this piece, the connecting piece. And then, yeah. Should be good to go. I haven't gone outside yet this morning, but I'm sure it does smell like winter here. This looks wrong, by the way, the shape, but let's give it a try. I'm just gonna export it. Export. Front half. V2. Open Cura. Oh, I actually have to turn on the printer. And scrape off my bits. Oh yeah, while you're here, Franco. So this is what, when I continued working on the piece after I was done, this is what it looks like. It has a nut sunk into there. And this fits perfectly here. This is kind of perfect. And now we just need the front piece, which this was my prototype. And it's too big. So that's what we're doing now. Ugh. All right, back to screen. Oh, back to webcam. Yeah, that was good. Good call, Dan. Good call. 3D projects. Unity holder. Back to this. Open my Voron. You know what? I can show you the Voron, right? I don't see why not. If I go here, yeah, there. That's the Voron screen. 60. So preheating the Voron. And then here is our part. I'm going to flip it around so it's more interesting for you guys to look at. There we go. And we will put some pads down just to help it stick. Don't want it lifting. And how much time? 30 minutes? Yeah, we can deal with 30 minutes. I have 30 minutes of dryer going anyways. So what's the difference? We'll do more 3D design. You need to shut down your PC. All right, enjoy. Save this to disk. Save in the Voron. Upload. Documents. Okay. So you see the bed temp here is almost up to temp. So what I have to do is preheat because it doesn't set the heating by itself. And then print, and then here you can see it's doing stuff. I just smash into the side to find its center. That's what it does. Oh, I got a text. Oh, just spam. Okay, and now I gotta catch it with the toothbrush. So I've got a brass bristled brush that I grab the oozing filament with. You can see me. Hello. I'm moving the toothbrush around. Brushing the Voron's teeth. Sent gobs of plastic all over the heat bed. Sets down its purge line. Something didn't work out in the math. I can feel it. Oh, it dropped a little bit of filament there. Right in front there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it pretty well. This thing here. All right, well, that'll print for a little bit. You like your Unity thermal? Which one do you have? I have the 720 Voron. Sounds similar to Moron, yeah. It does. And I want a Bamboo Lab, but I am so I don't know how to explain it, but I am so concerned. Is concerned the right word? I'm so concerned about the fact that it's closed source. That's my biggest issue with it. It's a very closed source. So I'd like to build a 2.4 Voron, but I'm starting to get to the point where they may have a new design soon. Yeah, as long as you know it up front. I know. So a lot of the stuff I do, I literally just need to do. Like I just need to get stuff done. I don't necessarily need to, like the open source doesn't matter. I just send it to the printer and have it work. But it just feels so weird buying, like spending good money on a closed ecosystem. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm torn. You don't, yeah, I agree. I don't like working on printers either. That's why this Voron that you see up there, I built it, and that was a lot of fun. And then I literally did nothing to it. I didn't tune it. I didn't do anything. It's just been printing so well that I'm not messing with it. The NeoPixel LED is not even working. The input shaper isn't even working. It's all plugged in. I just haven't tuned it yet. Oh, I wish. So I live in Ottawa, Canada. And if one thing Ottawa can be renowned for without people knowing is that people here have so much time. People here have like incredible amounts of time. So they can post and repost things on Kijiji and whatever ad infinitum. And so they don't, you don't get a good price on anything used, essentially. Hey, how's it going, Ethan? Here, let me show you what I'm making. So this is my Unity thermal camera, the UTI 720E. And I have a problem because this is fantastic for industrial inspection. So it takes photos when you hit the trigger, but it doesn't take video. It's not very useful for me. So I'm making a sort of GoPro mount that'll go on here, like that. And then I'll make an arm and an arm, so it'll hold the camera here, so I can film what I am working on, so I can put it on my YouTube videos. So, yeah. Very little fixing. The load cell leveling freaked you out a bit. Yeah, when the nozzle smashes down. Some of the changes Bamboo made caused big problems for some people. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, I don't like it. It's closed source. It's not a... So why do I have to have any kind of morals or integrity? Nobody cares, right? Like, no one gives a shit. But I have to. Anyways. Enough of this nonsense. This guy. Okay, so if I remove this, still have the shape binder there, that's good. So now, we need an arm. Armageddon. You have no time to learn CAD. So for me, the 3D printer is just a vessel for CAD, essentially. So everyone kind of gets their own kind of, you know, you get your own thing out of it, right? And for me, if I couldn't do CAD, I feel like 3D printers would be a lot less useful for me. All right, so how long do I want this arm to be? Probably short, like 50 mils. 50 by 10. That's good. Okay. And I want this. Yeah, thanks, buddy. This already has a vertical constraint. But I can move this, right? Yeah. Oh, wait. I have to bring in external geometry. You know what? I want some space. I don't want it to be right on this, so... Oh yeah, still need to bring in external geometry. This. 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 Some people still care. I gave up on people in your 40s, but I'm starting to come back around despite the crap going on. Yeah, I think it's about locus of control. So I try to control what I can control in my little space. I give away all my designs for free. I try to teach people things. So yes, the world is going to shit. But yeah, I try to do what I can. I only do what I can. Small, non-complex stuff, FreeCAD and OpenSCAD is okay. FreeCAD is just as powerful as Fusion. It's just an order of magnitude more obtuse to get working. 1mm. You need to get someone to do an ear seal adapter aviation headset. Do you do aviation? That's freaking awesome. Good for you. I had a dream once of getting a pilot's license. But in the end, it was all a dream. Because I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D Up in the Limousine, hanging pictures on my wall, etc., etc. Okay. Definitely 3mm thick here. And the depth undefined. Okay, the distance from center is 3.5 divided by 2. Used to ferry aircraft all over the world. Did it for 10 years. That is awesome. Oh, yeah. Keep forgetting. I need to bring... If I have a binder, can I just bring the whole binder? Anyways. This doesn't matter. Whatever length this is, that's good enough. What is this? Let's go 22. Okay, let's grab this. Just control. Click this. And make that symmetry with the constraints on this axis. There, close. Oops, that's not close, but this is it. Do I do this full time? I wish. I have 3 jobs. So this, yes, thank you, Juicy Lock Watcher. So I have a main channel. At some point, youtube.com/simpleelectronics. That's my main channel. This is my live stream channel, where I sort of get stuff done for that channel, essentially. And if I have 3 jobs, essentially, so I am a professor, and I am a mechanic, but all of them part-time. Mechanic is a long story, but for the most part is because I am unhappy in that work, but also because I don't really have the body to do that work anymore. Professor is my calling. That's what I really wanted to do since forever. But because of budget cuts and whatever the hell, that's just not going to happen anymore. Well, it still might happen, just not in the next little while. Okay, stop. Oh, I see the spinning beach ball of death. I think this thing is going to crack. Definitely shrinking. Okay, hold on. Let me... Trying to catch up here. So, Ryan Labs is saying back to holding companies accountable. Not sure what you mean. Then Ethan Zate says, you work in the full-time DIY electronics space, somewhat full-time. That's interesting. I haven't encountered you either. What do you mean electronics space? Like what do you do? And I don't know who's got 300 plus subs in 24 hours. Is that you, Ryan? Oh, you have a YouTube channel. You report news on right to repair, anti-repair. Okay, gotcha. Good to know. 4 jobs today. Also, oh yes, I am. Yeah, I am making sure the dryer dries. Okay, can I just this to this? Wrong selection. 2 vertices from the sketch. Okay, last I checked, this was a vertice, and this is a vertice. Am I dumb? This is mobile. There, whatever. A point. Small store in Australia selling common electronic parts. Good for you. What are you studying? And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this should be 3.5. So I need another rectangle. Ha. Okay, what's that? 25, I said. 3. And then you want like this and this coincident. Good, and spacing is 3.5. Okay, and then one more of these, or I can just make this symmetrical. Symmetrical. Symmetrical blah blah blahs. Good. Okay. Good. Studying IT, planning on doing some engineering. Things got in the way. Yeah, I've always wanted to be a mechanical engineer, but oh, that was the dryer. Let me just make sure the dryer is dry. Be right back. Sorry, I muted my mic before I was done. You guys can let me know if the print goes to spaghetti, please. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Put another couple minutes. Yeah, so I really did want to do mechanical engineering, but I think, well, not I think. So that's coincident. Oh, that 10 mils. Coincident, yeah. But I just really wanted to. I couldn't do math. Coincident, good. So math and I never got along. So here I am. I became a mechanic, which is a pretty shit job. 4 mil, and this we can go. I don't actually know how long my piece is. I can eyeball it. Maybe it's 15 mil. There we go. I think that's a nice part. Fully constrained. Would you look at that? Yeah, car mechanic. So automotive mechanic. Used to be a professor of automotive mechanics. Used to teach at a college, but they shut down the program because of lack of funding, yada, yada, yada. So I've been teaching math, of all things. There was a giveaway? Welcome back anyways. I get confused as to what's going on here. Let's pad this out. Wire not closed. Cancel. Okay. Okay. I think is what I need to do now is I need to trim. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna trim all the sections here. Trim. Trim. There's too many dimensions around. I can't frickin' see anything. Trim. That's good. That's okay. This is a space. Trim. 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 Okay. Trim. Still there. Close. Pad. And that's 15. And watch this. We bring this back in. Look at that fitment. Look at that fitment. It's a fitment of your imagination. Is YouTube a hobby project? It's a third of my income. I mean, YouTube is mostly here for fun. It just became another income. And yeah. Okay, if I go over here, rear half, back to here, grab this guy, grab this face, make it a binder, go back to here, grab this guy, I have a feeling I did this wrong. I have a feeling I need to space my whole thing over. Finding your bout of sync live, buffering like mad. Shit, that sucks. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Thanks, Lockwatcher. Like, just for you, those of you that don't know, this is my main channel. 613 videos. Used to host a podcast, not play all.
Hey guys.
No. But if you look at this list, there's some really impressive people. Well, they're all impressive people, but there's some people with a lot of subscribers on here. Electro Boom, Dave Jones, Big Clive. I put a lot of heart and soul into this for not much gain. Oh, you buffering too? Might be just YouTube. Don't forget, this channel is not monetized, so not this channel. The channel you're watching on live is not monetized. So it's possible that YouTube puts a low priority on it. But anyways, all this to say, is it this? Yeah, this. You motherfucker. And you know what, Franco? Oh, look at that. I thank you for that. Because I enjoyed them too. But it was so much like mental strain. It was too much. Okay, how do I do this? How do I fix the shit show that I just caused? If I delete that constraint and I grab all this stuff and just move it. Can I just grab everything? Okay, grab absolutely everything. Can I like translate? Just want to move it. Move. Copies, no. I don't know what this means. I mean, it still might, the podcast might come back in some form. The problem is I can't justify like the 4 to 6 hours it takes to make. Yes, I have done that. So I can't justify the 4 to 6 hours it takes to make a podcast, plus the like 20 additional hours of mental strain for 1,000 people to watch it, listen to it. because it literally brings me pennies. And unfortunately, I'm at a point where I need to make money. It's so sad to say. I really would like to do YouTube just for fun, but I can't. So let's check my content. Sort by views. I'm just gonna grab my most viewed podcast. There we go. Electro Boom. Analytics. So my Electro Boom podcast has the most views, and I got $16.79 out of that. Yeah, I get you, Locke. I am trying not, first of all, I'm trying not to sound frustrated, but I am indeed frustrated. In fact, I'm frustrated enough that I'm just gonna do this. Print's done. I'm probably just gonna delete this and start over because it's a bit silly. I have my hole here. That's okay. Sorry. What am I saying? Yes. I was trying to say that I'm trying to learn FreeCAD because I truly believe in open source software. My end goal one day is to contribute with code to KiCad and FreeCAD and all these free pieces of open source software that makes what I do possible to someone who has no money. I can justify spending money because I make income from YouTube, and therefore I can claim my expenses against my tax burden. But the reality is, I do YouTube, I show things on YouTube, not for those people that have YouTube as a business, but for those who are trying to learn. And so it has to cost them nothing. So I admire the open source community. I'd love to contribute back to it. I fucked this up so badly, it's not even funny. Time for a coffee break. Okay, break time. Go grab a coffee, and I will be back shortly with a coffee. Probably does, Lock Watcher. Pretty much everything that Fusion does, FreeCAD does it. Just worse. Be right back. I'm back. Oh, hey, how's it going, Curtis? Oh. Somehow, I screwed this part up very badly. And I know exactly how. One cup of coffee with 5 hours in the shop? Jesus Christ. So, what time is it? It's 11. Okay, we're going to try to get this part right today. That's it. I'm going to call it a success if we can make a damn half ellipse. So let's do that. That's all we need to do today. This part is I'm about to yeet it into the trash. Let's get the half ellipse done. So rear half, no. Yes. Rear. Front half. Okay. Jesus. I knew that looked weird. It's 1448. 1048 here in Canaderp. This can go away. All right, let's select the part so at least I know I'm working on it. It's this original pad, this original sketch. This should be 23. And this should be 20 because it's a half ellipse. Did it update my part? Of course it didn't. Why didn't it? Well, can I just delete? Why can I not delete? Go back here. This pad. Okay. Wire not closed. Eat a bag filled. This is a closed wire. This wire is closed. Oh yeah, it's tonight. True. My wife was saying that. Where is my printer? Here, let me orientate you. Okay, here I am, workbench. Workbench faces a wall here. My my PC, where I'm doing my CAD work, is there. So there's a wall that way, not very far. I can, if I'm at my desk and I put my foot out, it's like I can almost touch my keyboard. This way, there's a wall, okay? And that wall, if you follow it back a bit, the Voron is there. So I can have my hand here, right? I have my hand on my bench, and here's my other hand, touching the Voron bed. My arms are not even outstretched very much. So I can grab that, continuous shot, try not to knock anything. And here we are. One extra hour on loan, yeah. So that's my workshop. There's a shop tour, which I believe is on Patreon. I need to do an updated one, so let's get that straight. But let me just check. If I go in my YouTube studio, videos, filter by visibility, unlisted, apply. Unlisted. What the hell is that? What? What was I doing? Okay. Patreon and supporter update. Infrastructure project. I have 43 unlisted videos? What the hell? I thought I had a Patreon video shop tour. Workshop ventilation, yeah. Mailbag, behind the scenes editing a video. Have I never published the video on my 3D printed vise? I guess not. What an idiot. Okay, I could swear. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Nice. I'm glad you've been enjoying it. I've been banging my head up against the wall. Shop tour. Oh. It's published. I have a shop tour that is published. That's why I couldn't find it. Let me just check. Well, you know what? It's my video. Nobody's going to copyright claim me. It's mine. Let's go to here. All right, let's watch it.
Days now.
Oh my God, this is way different. Okay, so
It's a behind the scenes video.
so okay, look at this, right? And now, watch yourself if you're motion sick. This is the same place. Oh, look how messy. So yeah. Let's just say it's a little different.
So pardon the handheldedness, and I probably won't edit this too much. I just pegboard.
Yep.
Has a whole bunch.
Pegboard. There's a camera.
So this is a whole bunch of paint.
That pegboard is now more of a mess.
Same up there. Light here. So
These lights are gone. They are now replaced with different lights. Funny fact, that battery is still sitting there. I got to get rid of that. Okay. Okay, up there. So, just for reference, that is not like that anymore. You remember the mess? Yeah, I made a mess for sure. Yeah, this is still on the wall here. That oscilloscope has gone missing. So this is my foam board. My foam board filing thing. There's the toy boat. We've got some random stuff up there. Some batteries. Still have this scope. I'm gonna probably give it away. Yeah, the boat. The videos are all done. They did poorly. Nobody cared. This is a bit different here. So there's lights hanging there now. That light is gone. This drawer is even more overflowing, just with different stuff. This is even more overflowing. Okay, so here, oh wow, you can see the floor. So, no. What? I'm on the screen, right? Yeah, I do need to move it. You subbed because the toy boat. Interesting. All right, so here we go.
So you probably
Under
don't
there,
wanna see
right?
that. If I
Then we
move over
turn.
Here now,
So here,
this is what
so the Voron is sitting here-ish. Let me just make sure. Yeah. Just to the right edge of this
I've been
frame.
working on for. Here, don't worry about that.
So it's sitting like about here. That's where the Voron is. Oh yeah, this is it's an 8-foot long, oh wow, you can see the floor underneath it.
I've got a bunch of plastic shoe boxes, labeled all sorts of things. If I move over, got some 3D printer filament. I got some more boxes. I've got these boxes you get more surface.
Yep.
I've got a whiteboard there. I think that's some foam out of boxes. And over
There's the
here
old
is
3D printer.
my 3D printer. If I scroll up, amazing. In my car.
Yeah, up top, the shelves are still there.
It's, sort of
So you go up all these shelves.
material on. This is a GPS from an older Civic, which I want to get working in my car.
Okay, so I don't turn around to show you the my PC, but probably because I have like tax paperwork and stuff. So yeah, that is my workshop. It looks way different now. I definitely need to clean up in here and do another tour, but that'll be a different story for a different day. That is 5 years ago. Almost 6 years ago. So that's good. Hang on a sec. Just got a notification making sure it's on Furrow. No, it's not. No, it's not. Don't worry about it at all. I'm at peace. I'm at peace chatting with you guys. It's more frustrating to do FreeCAD stuff. If I go to my channel, videos, search boat. So I was proud of the boat. But it didn't get very many views. I think the thumbnail is good. I think the video was good. It sucks. Look, 205 views, 128. I thought it was good. Sucks though. On YouTube, you don't get what you deserve. Sometimes you get what you get, and you don't get upset. But here it is. Can't sit it on the bench anymore. I think it might also be siliconed shut. I'm not sure. But there's the rudder. How do I open it? So there's the steering mechanism. I think I may have put silicone on it to keep it shut. Does it look like I have silicone on it? It's PET plastic, so I don't think silicone would stick to it very well. Yeah, the boat is it's too powerful. So it cavitates the propeller. There we go. So here it is. So here is the radio receiver is in this balloon for water tightness. Got a speed controller there. This plugs into a battery. Battery goes back here for balance. Motor is all the way up here. And yeah, this thing, it goes like stink. Some bugs got in there apparently. But yeah, I love this thing. I was really proud of it, but it kind of crushes you when you make something that you feel is good and then nobody watches it, right? It's pretty shitty. But yeah, this was a literal thrift store find. And I love it. Look how big it is too. So once this was done, I was going to do a little bit more serious one. So also all the little plastic tabs broke off of this. So I need to like super glue it down. But look, the original price I paid is still on it. $1.99. So when I was done with this, the plan was to do it again, but with how do you lose a whole boat? Oh, here. Do it again with this guy. Get the dust off of it. So this is the same sort of deal. But I just, people didn't jive with it, so it is what it is. I should make another one though. To hell with everyone says. So there, all the electronics are gone out of it. All that's left is the drivetrain. And this was never meant to go fast. Look at the size of these wires. It flew apart on the test run, yeah. I like that video. It was a good video. I genuinely think it was a good video. And it's funny because you're not the only one that told me you love that video. There we go. That closed. My eventual goal and why I kept getting flashing lights. What did I miss, Curtis? Is there something I missed? Anyways, the goal for getting bigger and bigger 3D printers was always to print a giant version of these boats. I love boats. Love boats. But anyways, that was then. Got a little interest in it. Made an upgraded version. We'll try again soon. Could have better results. Yeah, that's the thing on YouTube, right? You don't get what you deserve, you get what you get. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna leave this as is, and then we're gonna go back in here, make the front half again. Oops, close. Where's the rear half? So at least we can have one thing 3D print properly and then be good to go. You build magical props? Do you sell them? Apparently it's a big business. Rename front half again. Okay. Let's create a binder. There's the binder. And a sketch. Hey, now I can see the planes. Would you look at that? Ellipse. Ellipse. Okay. Depth-wise, 20 mils. Width-wise, oh no, wait, that's the degrees. Doesn't matter. Width-wise, 35 divided by 2. That's my ellipse shape. Okay, or grab this point to be coincident to this, and then this point to be coincident to this, and then distance to here, 60 mil. Go to nerfs. Wait, you are a magician, Lockwatcher? You have stuff on your channel where your dog stole your spaghetti. And the magic toothbrush. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Did I know this? Why didn't I know this? $23, sure. And 20.5. There we go. Okay. This to there. This to there. And then this to there. Small Pi Zero has some. Do you work with Raspberry Pi Picos? Yes. Yeah, one of my more popular videos is of. Here, look, I'm on my rolling chair right now. What's this? Not this one. People hated this video. But this one, people loved this video. So this is my I2C scanner, and inside is a RP2040 I love the Pi Picos. I eventually want to shift my entire channel away from Arduino and do MicroPython. Yeah, do MicroPython. Okay, I'm going to trim this now before it becomes a problem. trim. Fuck out of here. Sorry for my, pardon my French. This, all right, 3 mils and whatever. Oops. 3 mils and whatever. And then we want, bring in the external geometry from here. Coincident point to point. Okay. I thought it was coincident. Vertical, horizontal. I don't know, man. This to this. Equal. Okay. Because 0 can't be that. Oh, it can be 0. You motherfucker. RP 2350 base dev board with a few extra features. The same size and pinout as the original, but didn't get much interest. Did you make a video on that? Where can I go see that? Because I think the problem you're going to face with that, and please let me know if I'm off base here, but I think the issue you're going to run into with that is that they exist and they're not expensive. So RP 2350, or just Pi Pico 2. Okay, so here is, you can get the Pi Pico 2. You have just a short, what channel? This channel, Ethan Zate. Says no videos. So, okay, so here's the Pi Pico, but here's the plus. Oh, fuck off with your... Okay, so it's got 16 megs of flash. Probably no lithium battery. What's M mean? Oh, male. So this is $10.30. Here's my 2 cents. And feel free to tell me I'm off base and it doesn't make sense what I'm saying. But regardless, I'm saying this from love, not from hate. When it comes to boards, microcontroller boards, China is on that shit. So you're not going to get a lot of interest, in my opinion. But if you build something that you can use the board for, that's where you're going to be the champion. People order these boards without even thinking twice. They won't even think twice about it. But then they have a board and they don't know what to do with it. That's where... Can you fuck off? This is... Like, I'll stop swearing. Sorry, guys. But anyways, that's where you come in. Is you then make the stuff to do with it. 2.5. There we go. So like this, fill it. Select more edges. Yep. 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 And then 4.99. Okay, that's good. The only way I can see, let's preheat the Voron while we go at it. The only way I can see you're going to do really well by doing a development board is if you really offer stuff. For fuck's sakes. Sure. Hold on a sec. My neighbor wants me to put on their tires. What's his name? I was considering making videos, potential projects. Yeah, so you would have to... Yeah, you've got a board in your drawer you don't know what to do with. Yeah, I think that's the crux, is that if you want to make a board, it would have to be not the same footprint as a PiPico and be a PiPico. If you can make like a ATmega 328p, for example, and have that in the same form factor as a PiPico, so that people who are not comfortable with the Raspberry Pi ecosystem, they just want to do the Arduino thing. They can use people's Pi projects for their own. That would be something that people would be into. In my opinion, obviously. I do not have a tire mounting rig, but they're pre-mounts. Let me just confirm. They're pre-mounts. They're already on rims, so all I have to do is re-and-re the rims. Okay, let's export this shit. V3. And then we're gonna grab, oops. So, yes and no. You're right that a different footprint is going to be weird, but that's why I'm saying it has to be like, it has to do something that the other boards don't do. Like if you have a unique footprint, but it includes a PIR and a output transistor for a huge LED, for example, then that's ideal. People will buy that. People will jive with that. But if it's just a Pi Pico 2, I think that's not enough. That's what I'm saying, because again, like, why would I spend? I'm just putting myself in the feet of the cheap consumer. So you're offering a product which will cost decent money, but why wouldn't I just spend $10 and pick up this and add a TP4056? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you want an idea for an ecosystem, just check out like Sion. So he took microcontrollers that already existed and made his own thing. It's his own thing. So he's got a whole support ecosystem behind it and everything. So it's got its own footprint, it's got its own thing, but look, he's got antenna built in. He's got external antenna, whatever. He's got his LDO output. He's got his RAM, Stemma QT. He's got like kind of everything you would need. A fuel gauge IC, battery charger, another LDO, two LDOs. He's got his own thing. Thoughts on the CS2 market crash? Well, I haven't played Counter-Strike since high school, and it wasn't. It was 1.6 back then. Sion, yeah, Sion's a great guy, but he's feeling the squeeze now from the shit economy. So that really sucks. Do I want to make this 20? Yeah, I'll make it 28 minutes, but I'll speed up the. I'll speed up the printer. Save, let me just bring it into the Voron that's been preheating. Upload, there she blows. Bring you back to here. Preheat and print. I'm gonna turn on the C920. I am definitely not. Joey Does Tech is like qualified and stuff. He's awesome. I would have loved him on the podcast if I were still podcasting. Uh-oh, where's my toothbrush? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Panic. 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 Okay, I'll go with my scraper. Get off of there. Shit. Oh, here it is. Quickly. Okay, we're good. Get all the goobers off. All right, there we go. Also, JDT, Joey Does Tech, he's a, and also I'm not American. So you watch your mouth. I am Canadian, proudly so. We have our own shit shows, but at least it's less so. So that's gonna print. I'm gonna let it do a couple layers, and then we're gonna speed it up to 1.5 times speed. Because at noon, since the wife and I pretty much don't have takeout anymore. They're just too expensive. We do have sushi from time to time because we have this place which is like a little hole in the wall. Say say one more joke like that, Ethan, and I will ban you. I don't think a very real possibility of being annexed because of an orangutan's dementia views is very funny. So this is not something we joke about up here, because your leadership is just nuts enough that it could happen. So not funny. There is a way, Lockwatcher, to add a sweep. I actually bought the pads, like the same pads that Bamboo Labs uses, the silicone pads to sweep the nozzle. There's a way to add it, but it's a pain in the ass because the V0 is tiny. So essentially there's like a servo that flips out this brush, and then it sweeps on the brush, and then the servo flips it back in so it can have its full printing space again. You're not American? Well, okay, it doesn't matter. It's I'll tell you, tensions are high here, and you know, Franco, I'd rather not talk about it because at the moment there's been some stuff that NATO could get involved in that they haven't gotten involved because they're afraid of starting a world war. So, yeah, where was I going with this? I don't remember where I was going with this. Anyways. Oh yeah, speeding up the Voron. All right, so in the screen here, speed. I'll zoom in for those of you on low def displays. There we go. So yeah, you just set it to 150 and she bucks. It'll go. Yeah, so just last word on that subject, there's a reason why a crap ton of Canadians are not buying American products until threats of annexing are gone. I know the media has been spinning it that it's because of the tariffs. We don't give a shit about tariffs. I mean, it is what it is. It's more about the annexation threats. So yeah, that's that. That's the end of that. I know I personally haven't bought anything American since January or February. So it's going to be a year pretty soon. 360p, yeah? Yeah. Let's take a look at some thermal stuff, shall we? Except I put the battery somewhere. I don't know where the battery is now. I guess I should put away my mailbag stuff. Relays. I like Canada the way it is. You're in the US and like to visit when you can. So US visitors are still being treated nicely because the people who come and spend money in Canada are clearly not the same people who are against Canada. So we still like I'm in a lot of Canadian subreddits and stuff, and Americans are afraid to come down and be part of Canada. But no, you guys are all welcome still. Canada's a beautiful place. I went to the US a couple of times. It's been years because let's be honest, shit's been expensive. But like, I've been to New York City. I've been to Las Vegas. I was planning on going to California this year. And by planning, I mean it was more of a hopeful thing. I would have loved to go to Open Sauce, but I can't. I cannot. Liam, if you're not aware of it, just count yourself as the lucky, the lucky bunch. It's not people who are against Canada. It's there's a escaped orangutan who has dementia. He hates Canada. Why people listen to this escaped orangutan, I don't know. But yeah. I don't have, I guess I have one place where I put ICs and stuff, but I don't really know. That goes here. Oh, I don't know where this was. So here is my optocouplers, some of them. I have some white ones too. I don't know where those went. Okay, I do have SMD parts in here, so in you go, I suppose. There's no room. I think one day I should just pick a random IC out of this box and make a video about it. How does that sound? That's a chonker. Maybe I'll just take them out of there. I think I just flung one somewhere. Yep, the last one got flung somewhere. Okay, if you ever have to decant your ICs, my recommendation is to grab a piece of paper. And you decant onto your piece of paper. You know where I really wanted to go, but then the weather, time just elapsed way faster than I could deal with. I have been to the east coast of Canada a couple of years ago, and that was such a fantastic experience that I kind of wanted to move there. So I think in spring I'm going to make an effort to go back there. So that I was also thinking I might want to go to the Open Source Hardware Summit, which was in London. I have quite a few friends in Europe to go visit, but it's just the flight to Europe. Yeah, the random IC video does sound good, huh? By the way, I still need to come up with 2 PCBWay ideas for this month. One of which I could probably make from stuff I have here, but one of which needs to be another video, and I guess I have to shelf these videos because they didn't do so well. The I2C scanner did really well. but nobody cares about the temp sensor, which is interesting. You guys want to know what I have in my IC collection? Since we're waiting for the 3D print anyway. All right, first one up here. A TIP 120, TIP 120. That is a high current Darlington transistor. Next, I believe this is a Hall effect sensor, but I have to check. 5252F. This is actually an IC that handles solar garden lights. LM317T. Famous LM317. Could make a couple of videos on that. Let me write this down. Because or else it's not going anywhere. Sheets. Video ideas. Okay, take a random IC and make a video. There's one, but here is the TIP 120 IC. LM317 IC. Could be CV, CC, or just adjustable. Okay, writing it down. You need, for a flat LED light that looks like a lit cell phone. I swear to you that there's a night light that looks like a cell phone. I don't remember where I've seen it, but I have seen a night light that looks like a cell phone. So it might be already made for you. Here's the IRF 3806. I believe that is a MOSFET. FQP 30N06L. This is a logic level MOSFET. So it's a high current, but logic level switching. IRF 5305. Don't know what that is, but I've got a lot of them. IRF 5305. P-channel power MOSFET. Uh, 31 amps. Pulse drain current, 100 amps. Hey ITT, you have migraines more often than you don't have migraines. You okay? Can't read that. BTA 16? BTA 16. Don't know about that. BTA 16. It's a triac. AC switching. Okay. BTA 16, put that on the BTA 16 triac. Good. I ordered it for some reason. These are 555 timers. Yeah, NE555P. Bunch of those. CD CD4081. I think that's decade counters. CD4081, yeah. I think it's a decade counter. CD4081. What is it? AND gates. Interesting. Okay, just AND gates. Had some project in mind. Optocouplers. Put that back in there. It's upside down, I think. AT Tiny 85s, which I'll probably not ever going to use. Here's a PIC microcontroller, PIC 18F24K40. I was following Julian Eilett's videos about PIC microcontrollers very closely. I wanted to join in, but I never ended up doing it. LM386 op amp. LM358 audio amplifier, op amp as well. LM3914N, I don't know what that is, 3914N. LS Logic IC Z80 CPUs, multiplexers. Huh. LM3914. Screen. 3914. Oh, it's a bar graph. Oh, that's not neat. It's a bar graph IC. LM3914. Put that on the list. Cool. Back to webcam. We're almost done our bracket. Now I have to make sure I put this in the right slot. This is a 74HC 595. That's a decade counter, I think. Got these are SMD now. 74HC14D. Don't know. CD4017. No, that's the decade counter, isn't it? 4017. SMD 555 timers. And another PIC chip. These are PIC 16F628A. So my big problem with PIC chips right now is this. If I go to Mouser and go PIC microcontroller, Oops, screen. And if I sort by price, the cheapest PIC microcontroller you can get is 58 cents. But the problem is that to program it, you need a programmer. And hold on, let's just tell my neighbor, I'll keep you in the loop. Exactly when it will depend on if my back survives this Monday's workday, which is doing tires a bunch of huge trucks. Okay, so that's 58 cents. But like an RP2040 is like just under double the price. And it is way more, like it's orders of magnitude more capable. So I guess that's my problem with PIC microcontrollers. Ooh, open theremin, very nice. Let's see if I screwed up this design as well. Okay, here goes. Okay, got my part off. Okay, first of all, do the holes line up? They do. You can see my coffee through the holes. I think that'll do, pig. Let's put some screws in it. I don't have any regular M3 nuts, or are these M3 nuts? These are M3 nuts. I don't need lock nuts. Yeah, PIC programming are those for those who want to PIC program. So I was thinking of doing it, but I don't think it has any maker value, so to speak. Okay, these would be too short, I think. I think the ones I had out were fine. So yeah, I don't think they have any maker value, so I may not bother. You know what I mean? Just can't be bothered. All right, put some screws in here. You need a programmer. PIC3 programmer is obsolete. PIC5 is expensive. There's cheap. Yeah, you sent me a link, didn't you, to PIC programmer? Was that you? I think it was you. And I really don't mind the loss of use of a pin, but again, PIC is, it just seems aspirational more than useful. I think with the RP2040 chip, friendly wire video, yeah. With the release of the RP2040 chip, this is just my opinion, and I know people will disagree, but I believe that chip made so many things in the maker world, or so many things obsolete for the maker world. So I think we're at a point now where there's just no point into using certain things, like PIC microcontrollers. There's hardly any use, right? I think that chip is so good. Like already ESP was eating Arduino's lunch, but I think the RP is just so good. But I don't know. ITT, I don't know if it still makes sense, because there are other ICs that are much cheaper, like the Paduk ICs. Yeah, you can't get the 1 cent ones anymore, but because there was a run on them, like people just bought them in mass. But like, I'm pretty sure ESP makes a very inexpensive version of their micros as well. So that fits okay. It doesn't fit great. It didn't quite get the contour right, but that fits all right. And honestly, this could live on here forever, and I wouldn't be mad about it. That is rock solid. So I would use shorter screws. Looks like my M10 screws are a bit too short, or my M3 by 10. They need to be a little bit longer, but not quite that long. So I might just make 3D printed caps. Like I'll chop them down and put a little cap over it. So if I were to have thought of this more, I probably wouldn't have made this so protruding. But like, this does work. This is functional. It's still, I can put my hand around it. It's just not comfortable, so I'll probably make a cap, a cover for this. But it still works. It still kind of fits, see, in the corner of my finger there. The new Arduino kind of missed the mark. Yeah, the Q is just not good. The Uno Q. I'm glad I didn't buy one. Curtis, how much would it cost me to rent it from you? Like if you could send it by Canada Post and then back on my dime, how much would you charge me to rent it to make a couple of videos on it? Like, let's say for a month. Because I don't want to buy it. It's that simple. It's pretty... I think the Arduino Q is going to be like used on eBay for like 20 bucks in a couple months. So yeah, this works. I'll have a little knob here, and then put an arm, and then a camera mount, and this should be good. You'd be happy to loan it to me? Okay, let me know when you're done with it, and we'll, I'll either PayPal you money for the shipping or whatever. Q does what it is here for, promoting Qualcomm? Not necessarily. Because you can do that without making a crap product. Yeah, take your time, Curtis. I don't have time in November. I'm going to be straight up with you. I will not have time in November. Teaching those plumbers is kind of taking all my time. So take your time, do your thing. I'll try to come up with things to do with it first to maximize my time, and then yeah. Yeah, I know, Franco. I don't know if you missed it, but I have 10 millimeter long screws, which are a little bit too short. But I can always point the screws the other way. I can trim them down and put a cap over it. I don't know. Anyways, time for lunch. I was just saying, Vero and I don't really eat takeout anymore. So we treated ourselves to some Costco lobster ravioli, which is like such a luxury. However, it's still like we buy sushi, which is not very expensive, but it's half the price of sushi. I think we end up, sushi is under 40 bucks for a meal for both of us. And this lobster ravioli, I think it was 30 bucks, but it's 2 meals for both of us. So yeah. Yeah, I think Arduino in general has forgotten what made it great. But anyways, have a good day, guys. If I make enough progress, it's a big if I make enough progress in my lesson plan for Tuesday, I'll be here tomorrow morning. So if there's no stream tomorrow morning, it's because I didn't make enough progress. Anyways, have a good one, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here, and I will catch you. Oh, my mouse is going nuts. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.